Guys, we just came back from eating breakfast and we are about to head on the road again. Panda was actually a very good dog last night. That was his first ever time in a hotel and he was a very good dog. So I'm very proud of him. And I got a really good amount of sleep, which was nice. And yeah, so we're about to head out of here. So I will vlog more once we get into the truck. But last little stretch. We did 10 hours yesterday. There's 6 hours today, and then home. So looking forward to it. Hey guys, so we are back in the truck now. Got everything loaded up, and like I was saying, slept pretty well last night. We went to bed finally around like 11:30. By the time we got the dog taken care of and everything kind of in and settled down, and yeah, so went to bed about 11:30, woke up around 8ish, went to breakfast, and now we are on the road again, and we have like 6 hours to go. Right now our ETA is 5 o'clock, but that's also Eastern time, so it's 9:44 right now, and it's 5 o'clock Eastern time, and the rest, thankfully all the drive today will be in daylight, because yesterday we drove like 4 hours in the dark, and it just gets really boring because you can't see a thing. There's some spots in Alabama where you just are like in complete like excuse me. There were some spots in Alabama where basically we were the only people on the road, and then it was just complete darkness. So thankfully the drive today will be in daylight, and should start seeing some palm trees here pretty soon. Actually, I think we start seeing them as soon as Dothan, which is the next town, because we stayed in Ozark last night. So yeah, looking forward to that, and I'll try to vlog it, but ready for the final leg of this trip, and to get back home. And then begins the unpacking all the stuff that I packed a couple months ago, and we'll see if my bubble wrap held up, because yesterday we hit some roads that were pretty bumpy. I felt like I was getting a treatment in this truck, and so we'll see how well my bubble wrap passed the test. But anyway, hoping for some better traveling weather today, because it rained the whole state of Arkansas and most of Tennessee, or all of Tennessee, yesterday, and so hoping for some better traveling weather, and just looking forward to getting to Florida. So I'll see you guys in the fall. Hey guys, so it's actually only been like 20 minutes since we got on the road, and wow, that's annoying. The drip on the top of the truck. But I wanted to talk about how it's kind of sad. We are nearing the Florida border. We're only like 32 miles from the Florida border, because where we stopped, we weren't that far. And it's kind of sad as we're driving to see the signs for Panama City show up, because you know that, from Matthew, that Panama City is not actually there anymore. It's rubble, essentially. And so it's kind of sad in a way, going by these road signs where it's showing Panama City, because it's just like, it kind of reminds you of the destruction and, all those people's lives that got completely turned upside down. As you guys can see, Florida is welcoming us with some pretty lovely weather. But, there it is. That's kind of ironic. To show you guys some of this, as we just crossed into Florida, we're seeing some of the stuff from Matthew. That was like right on the road.
Almost a month ago.
That was, yeah. Watch the tree. Yeah, well, 4 weeks ago. Yeah, like 4 weeks ago, so a month ago. Because it was right before I flew out, because my flight got canceled by Matthew. And as we're coming in, we're starting to see a bunch of trees. I was seeing them some in Alabama, but now that we're in Florida, I'm seeing like big trees laying down in the forest. And I mean, this isn't even the bulk of Matthew didn't hit this area. It hit down by Panama City and stuff. So you can only imagine, just by seeing these trees, what that looks like. So we're coming up on this sign, you guys. I want to show you what we've been seeing. The trees are like just everywhere at this point. We've seen some houses with tarps on them. And look at these road signs. They're like sideways. They've all been like that. They've all been sideways. It's crazy. And if you look at this, you can see a bunch of trees that even the ones that didn't fall, they don't have leaves on them anymore, for the most part.
Oh wow,
Just,
look at all this. Yeah, see, we're getting in some of the...
there's just nothing on the trees over here. Look at that big tree. It's crazy. There's another red sign.
Well, they have...
It's town, you guys, and there's just everywhere destruction. You can see there's tarps on houses. Well, that's not a house, it's a business, but some of them have tarps and some of them are okay. Like this church is okay. But then others are just like completely decimated.
Looks like they just got their power back. This is a blinking light.
Yeah, I told you there was a power line laying on the ground just back there. You can see, look at that railroad sign. It's like, you can see from this angle. I mean, look at that. It's just so bent backwards. Look at that barn. Oh my gosh. There's nothing left of that. Railroad tracks.
And also shingles in there.
Wow.
Backed up.
Just look back there.
Oh wow.
All
Looks like nothing back there.
All these bent signs. You can see this power line pole is like about to fall in the street. And this is just, I mean, not a lot hit here. That side is about to fall off. Wow. Hey guys, so we are stopped at a gas station to get some gas and some lunch. I'm staying in the truck with the dog this time, and well, so we're doing the whole trip, but we're not getting out. We've got about 2.5 more hours until we get there, so not too long. I'm definitely ready to be there because I am stiff beyond all measure. Yeah, so I took a lot of clips of the hurricane damage as we were coming into Florida, and it was so sad to see all that from Matthew a month ago, all the down trees, the houses with tarps. I mean, some things just completely demolished. It was really, really sad to see all that. But you know, that's power of a hurricane. So we are just driving 3 more hours, 2.5 more hours, and then we will finally be there. And yeah, so see you guys in a little while. Hey guys, we have made it home. Yachty is very excited about this. Panda's very confused about this. And we have made it home, and I am just completely exhausted. But thankful that we made it safely. You know, big moving truck like that is it's quite the adventure. And now we have a lot of boxes to bring in and finally unpack after packing them up in August. So this move is almost complete, and for that I am really thankful. And also with that, I'm going to go ahead and end today's vlog. So thank you guys so much for coming along on my adventurous moving day today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.